What's up, everybody? Joe White here. I don't even know if you can see me right now because I am driving down the road at nighttime. It is 22:30 is the time here, military time. 10:30 at night Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 9 o'clock on the 9:30 on wherever you're at. Sorry, I had to make a lane change. Glen Beck put out a video a couple days ago on the 16th. Actually, I think it was the 19th, which is today, that I want to talk about. And this is not a wrestling-related video. Well, maybe it is, because it can tie into wrestling. This is not an entertainment video. This is a video about the trucking industry. And a little education for you people. At the end of my videos here the last day or so, I've been closing out with my my version of the Bob Barker pet population video. Or disclaimer. Saying, you know, if you see a big rig out there, share the road. Don't tailgate. If you can't see our mirrors, we can't see you. Give us some room. Remember, if you bought it a truck, brought it, and we'll see you down the road. Well, Glen Beck put out a very interesting video. You know, they say the trucking industry is on a decline. There's a shortage, I think, of 6,000 jobs or 9,000 jobs that are needed. In that video, he explains it. If you look up Glen Beck and then scroll down through his videos, there's a video there where he talks about the trucking industry. And the one thing he mentions in that video that surprised me was how quickly this country, thus the world, would probably go to shit if it wasn't for us. And he explains how day one, the grocery stores would run out of food. By day two, fuel would run out in the country. Nobody would have gasoline. Because, hey, it takes, you know, oil trucks and gas trucks to bring that shit from the refineries to the storage house, and then from the storage house to wherever, you know, your gas station is. So not only is your gas station out of gas, they're going to be out of food. Cars are going to be stranded. Essentially, what it boils down to, you know, he talks about how water purification plants, wastewater treatment plants all over the country would shut down because they don't have the chemicals they need to purify your water. And even if you dig a well, and want to dig a well, how are you going to filter the well water? How are you going to pump the well water? Because electricity is going to shut down too. Why? Workers can't get to the power plants. Coal is transferred on trucks. Well, Joe, what about the railway system? That's a good question. And I got a good answer. Well, who's going to get it off the trains that do bring in coal? If a train can get to you, because nowadays most trains run off diesel fuel. Again, them old fuel trucks. Airlines would stop, people couldn't leave, nobody could come in from other countries. You could do it by boat if the boat has enough to get back and forth across the Atlantic or Pacific in one shot. So just think about that next time you get behind a big rig and, oh, they're going so slow because they're governed. Yes, my truck is governed. I can only go up to 63 miles an hour unless I'm rolling down a hill. And even then, I really don't want to go over 65 or 70. Because to me, that's fucking dangerous. Next time you get behind a big rig, or next time, oh, a big rig wants to get in front of you and you won't let them over. Or the next time you're stuck behind one, and you know, or the next time you're scared at one. Think about it. Give us a little bit of respect. Now, the one thing that they say, that we see in that video, and Prime Inc. has been telling us, the autonomous trucks, the trucks that can drive themselves. Yeah, that technology is slowly developing. I think Tesla, there was a big thing a few years back about how a truck took a load of beer from one side of Michigan to the other. I think it was Michigan, which I'm driving in now. So I'm probably driving the same highway that autonomous truck drove. Well, you still need to have somebody in the sleeper berth in case that thing bucks up. Second of all, who's going to work on them? You need diesel mechanics. Therefore, you know, I mean, you still need truck drivers in this world, you know, I think. Would it be cool if I could just, you know, put my ass in the passenger seat and let the truck drive itself? I don't like the idea of that. Why? Because the money would go way fucked down. Especially at first when they do start to take over. Because they're going to be a hell of a lot to maintain. It's like anything new when it comes out. It costs a hell of a lot of money. That's why I don't think, you know, we're decades away from, I mean, I'll probably be long gone and retired by the time those autonomous trucks fully take over. And it's the way of the world. It's going to happen. You know, why can't we get the four-wheelers to drive themselves before we get 18 on the road, okay? Take baby steps. You got to take baby steps. You know, the automatics. I drive an automatic truck. I don't have a gear shift over here. Gear shift is right here, actually. On the column. My jake brake is right here. You know, so there is nothing beside me over here. There's nothing down here. So it just, you know, it leads me to believe that if trucks were, like, if the truckers were to go on strike, like there was a video a while back of some old fucking fart, some good old boy Republican decided that he was going to do a pro-Trump rally, and he was sick and tired of the way the companies treated everybody. So he was going to, him and his buddies were going to shut down I-95. And they did it right there in Washington, D.C. 4 trucks blocked all 4 lanes, and they fucking got out of their trucks and were honking their horns and yoo-hoo! Only thing that did was piss DOT off and probably got your ass arrested. It's fine. It does nothing. It does not help your little agendas. You good old boys. You need to fucking get over yourselves. The business has changed. You're a dying breed. The days where you can run 18 log books and all that good shit are out the window. And also I got a problem with all these other YouTubers out here who are truck drivers. Yes, there is the whole, you know, you have the YouTube wrestling community. Well, you have the YouTube trucking community. Guys like Viking Trucker and Little Guy Trucker and Jay Cannell, and they want to put out videos and laugh at people when people crash or screw up. Hey guys, you've been there before too. I never will get it in this industry where everybody's got to have eyes on each other. You see somebody backing up over across the lot and you just glued your eyes to them. Like, are they going to hit anything? What business is it of yours? That's the number one thing I hate about my fellow truck drivers in this business, is that if everybody would mind their own business and worry about themselves, we'd get on a lot better. We would. Which brings me to my point of why we do have a driver shortage. Why we have such a bad shortage of drivers. Well, I hate to say it, it's running out of Americans to drive these things. A lot of people from other countries come over here and start driving. Not that there's anything wrong with that before y'all start calling me a racist and shit like that. But when the number one rule in the damn DOT handbook or the damn FMCSA book is you must be able to read, write, and speak English fluently, and you see these guys out here who can't do either, you know, none of the three hardly, it pisses me off. I mean, there was a team of drivers the other day, or it was a couple weeks back. I was in Tennessee. They're getting fuel They pull forward in the fuel island after fueling. They get out their little yoga mat and start praying to Mecca right there in the middle of the fuel island. Now, I'm all for practicing your religion. Whatever, you know, I'm an atheist, so I don't give a fuck what your religion is. I don't believe in any of it. But if you do, and you choose to practice it, that's on you. But do it safely. Don't sit there and do it right in front of the fucking fuel island. First off, you're taking up space in the fuel island. You know, you better be glad nobody was behind you. Second of all, it's very fucking dangerous to be doing that shit in the middle of a fucking fuel island. I mean, the diesel fuel every fucking where on the ground and everything like that. So you're breathing that shit in. And two, and three, you're lucky your ass didn't get hit. So, and, you know, it's those things, you know, why nobody wants to be in the trucking industry anymore is because you got too many idiots out here. It's part of the reason why I took a break back in 2013 from this. The main reason was my health. The third reason, or another reason, excuse me, why I think that people don't want to come back out here and why drivers are leaving the industry is people at these shippers and receivers, these security guards and plant workers are just flat out fucking rude to us. We get no respect out here whatsoever. At least not the respect we damn well deserve. If it wasn't for us, these distribution centers like Walmart and everywhere else would not have product to move. Therefore, they would not have fucking jobs. Again, our job is the only job that is private and public sector. You know, they're both dependent on us. If there were no trucks, we'd all have to go back. You know, it'd be like The Walking Dead without zombies. For real, it would be. So, yeah, another reason is time away from our families. You know, we're very family oriented. I'm very family oriented, much more now than back in 2013. 2013, when I was, or 2011 to 2013, when I was back on the road, I had no family. I was 20, let's see, 85, 95, 2005. I was 25 years old when I first started driving. I had a son, but custody arrangement, you know, I won't get into that, but basically I didn't see my son for 2 years while I was driving. It wasn't by choice. So I essentially, until I could get the custody shit straight, I had no responsibilities. I lived in my truck. I would come home every few weeks to visit some friends and go out to eat with them or whatever, and that was it. I'd be back on the road. So, you know, now I'm a very much, you know, I have a girlfriend, I have a few kids, and it's like, I want to be home more. And I think that's the average thing of all truck drivers. All truck drivers want to be home more now. I don't want to stay out for a month or 2 months at a time. I miss creature comforts. I miss being able to cook a decent meal. Granted, I cook here on the truck, but it's not the same. I miss being able to go out to a fucking movie. I miss being able to drive an actual car. Another thing I think is that he brought up in there is that the millennials don't want to work. I am technically classified as a millennial, but as I've said many times on this channel, I was not raised as a millennial. Damn sure won't raised as a millennial. When something happened to me and when I did wrong, I got my ass busted. Okay? I have worked for every goddamn thing that I have in this world. Nobody has handed me any fucking thing. I may not have wanted to work for it, but you really think I want to be out here right now? Fuck no. I'd rather be home in my nice warm bed, you know, hanging out with my family and my kids, chilling. But I got sick and tired of dealing with fucking people in the call center industry and in the customer service industry, so I came out here where I ain't got to deal with people all the time. My human interaction is very much limited in this industry. I maybe see 2-3 people a day that are not gas station workers or truck stop attendants or waitresses. And there are some days where I have no human interaction. I don't have to deal with any fucking body, and I love it. But the thought of a millennial coming out here and fucking driving a truck scares me. It does. They don't have the mentality for it. But I think the industry does need to change to allow for more home time. Now we talk about trucks, but you know, WWE, we'll round it back to wrestling here. You could not watch WWE if it were not for trucks, if it were not for big rigs. Who would bring the ring? I've been joking on Twitter that they've been following me. Because it seems like everywhere I go I see a WWE truck. Well, you know, stage call, go out of business, therefore how are you going to move the ring around? How are you going to move the stage around? How are you going to move the WrestleMania sign around? How would the drivers get from, the wrestlers get from A to B? Trucks. This whole nation, if not this whole world, is dependent on trucks. Yes, there's railroads. There was railroads long before there were automobiles. But you still had to get the shit off the rail car onto what? A horse and buggy. That's what we are. We're big ass horse and buggies. So, just think about that again next time you get behind one of us, and I'll close this out by saying, if you see a big rig out there, or if you meet a truck driver out there, show your appreciation. Do not tailgate us. Remember, if you cannot see our mirrors, we cannot see you. And we will see you down the road.